One of the brightest up-and-coming stars in the NBA, Kyle Kuzma is proving why he should have been a lottery pick and is arguably the best player on the Lakers right now. What's up guys, my name is Wilson. Kyle Kuzma is off to an amazing start and one of the top 3 rookies in the league. With his incredible scoring ability, quickness and work ethic, Kuz will be one of the big names to pay attention to for the upcoming years, and I can't wait to see how he progresses over time. Drafted as the 27th overall pick by the Brooklyn Nets, a team that can desperately use him right now, out of Utah traded to the Lakers, Kuzma has been nothing short of spectacular with his play style, how he fits within the offense, and is killing it on the court. Considered a wait-and-see type player who can potentially blossom into a useful piece, Kuz has easily exceeded expectations with his confidence and a smooth transition to the NBA. Growing up in the tough streets of Flint, Michigan, young Kyle saw basketball as a safe haven and took advantage of the opportunity while receiving offers from UConn, Iowa State, Tennessee, and Missouri amongst others before committing to Utah in 2013 and redshirted his freshman year due to the fact that he signed late. His first year with the Utes, Kuzma didn't have the best start while averaging 3.3 points in his first full season, similar to Draymond Green's numbers his first year at Michigan State. Kuz continued to improve and became a full-time starter his sophomore year, averaging just under 11 points, while his goal was to average close to a double-double and earn his degree in 3 years to declare for the draft. Mission accomplished. After posting averages of 16.4 points and 9.3 boards, many draft experts viewed him as a second-rounder or undrafted prospect. To his confidence, Kuz destroyed every workout, knowing scouts would be impressed. As part of the D'Angelo Russell trade, Kuzma quickly made a name for himself in Summer League, developing a chemistry with Lonzo Ball before exploding for early parts of the preseason, scoring the ball and having highlight reel dunks. The one thing I love about Kyle Kuzma, he was still working out 110% effort after earning the NBA paychecks. Most players would take vacations, and he hasn't taken a break since he's got drafted. Talk about serious dedication to be great. Now on to Andrew Wiggins, who just received a fat paycheck during the offseason, signing a 5-year, nearly $150 million deal with the Wolves. His NBA path is quite the opposite of Kuzma's. Known as the best high school prospect for his draft class and was even considered the best high school player since LeBron James because of his crazy athleticism and jaw-dropping plays, Wiggins was drafted by the Cavs with the first overall pick in the 2014 draft. Now in his 4th season with the Timberwolves, many assume Wiggins would be one of the best wing players by now, but actually has not improved much since his rookie year. Over his last several games, Wiggins struggled shooting from the field and oftentimes looks disengaged. Yes, I know the Timberwolves have been playing solid basketball with Karl Towns and Jimmy Butler. You expect Wiggins' stats to go down, but with his recent shooting slump and inability to make the 3-ball, it's a huge concern going forward. Wiggins is also shooting a career-low 29% from downtown and only 63% from the free throw line, and his closeout defense continues to be poor and is often late. When he's not scoring, he seems like an average guy on the floor that wouldn't produce much because he's not a great rebounder, not a good passer, and a poor defender. Wiggins' inconsistency can raise concerns for the Wolves going forward. I'm not bashing on Wiggins by any means, he can certainly become an elite perimeter player, but he's got to show that he's willing to put in the work. I just don't see the killer instinct, toughness, and winning mentality from Wiggins. You can see it from other young stars like Giannis, Porzingis, Embiid, Devin Booker, and even Kuzma in his first season. They are hungry and want to be the best possible versions of themselves, as you can see it by their emotions and body language throughout the games. Yes, I know some of you guys think if Wiggins was on a bad team, he would be averaging over 22 points and scoring more, but his struggles on offense is not helping his team in any way. Even a 37-year-old Jamal Crawford contributes more than Wiggins at times throughout the game, and Wiggins hasn't had a game in the month of December to have more than 2 assists. And of course, I remember Wiggins' 19-game streak last season scoring 20+ points, and he still has a lot to prove, but scoring 7 points on 3 of 12 shooting, and looking at some of his recent numbers, he's got to flat out play better. Kyle Kuzma is establishing that Mamba mentality early on, and yes, Kobe is impressed by the young rookie. Has that winning attitude that is destined to be great. Off to a legendary start, Kyle Kuzma placed himself in Lakers history, becoming the 3rd Laker rookie to score 25 or more points in 3 straight games after Elgin Baylor and Jerry West had the best performance in his young career, scoring 38 points in a win over the Houston Rockets. His consistency and stellar play comes to no surprise for his teammates, and he will only get better over time. Watch out. I'm not too crazy into advanced stats, but Kuzma's taking advantage of all his opportunities, way more efficient than Wiggins. While posting up similar numbers, Kuzma is playing less minutes. Wiggins' PER is an awful 12.7, worst so far in his career, while the average NBA player's efficiency rating is 15. Compare that to former All-Star guards in the past. Ouch! Awful. Kuzma can prove that he can play without the ball, knock down open threes, shooting over 40% from downtown, while Wiggins is shooting at a horrendous 29%. Wiggins' true shooting percentage is at under 50%, while Kuzma's is over 60%, which takes account into the amount of points you scored with the shots and free throws attempted to reflect on a player's shooting abilities rather than field goal percentage. Based on the stats, Kuzma is by far the more impressive player, and he's fitting perfectly with his young Lakers, and his teammates love him. For Andrew Wiggins, he has not shown that he's earned the max contract so far, and is still very far away from becoming an all-star. With the way things are going, it kind of shocks me. Wiggins might never be an all-star in the loaded Western Conference, despite all the hype building up for him since he was a teenager. I know I'm sounding like I'm being too hard on Wiggins, but with his amazing talent and upside, he has all the potential to become a top 3 shooting guard, and we've seen glimpses of that. However, Wiggins is still only 22 years old, has all the potential to be a top 20 player in the league if he wants to be, but he's gotta have a better feel for the game and take advantage of his athletic frame, 7-foot wingspan, and commit to defense when his shot's off target, stop settling, and hit the weight room a little harder during the offseason. While Kuzma, on the other hand, is eager to do whatever it takes for his team to succeed, willing to come off the bench and produce instant results, and also plays very hard on both ends of the floor, as you've seen him play solid defense recently. On that note, if I had to choose who I'd rather have on my team right now and for the future, yes, I'm taking Kyle Kuzma over Andrew Wiggins. I will also predict that Kuzma will make the All-Star team before Wiggins does, and Kuz gives me a lot of optimism, and because he can also play the stretch 4 at 6'9" and adjust his game when needed, while Wiggins has just too many liabilities if he's not scoring well. As one of the best rookies this season, Kyle Kuzma is very similar to Jason Tatum in terms of their scoring ability and have a lot of the same moves, and very hard to tell who's better at this point. Most people would probably say Tatum because he's still only 19 years old, while Kuz is already 22. How about another Lakers-Celtic rivalry in the future? You bet. Think about if you were a GM running a rebuilding franchise like the Orlando Magic or the Atlanta Hawks. Would you rather have Andrew Wiggins right now, not knowing what you're gonna get night in and night out, or take a chance drafting a top 5 pick? I would go with the top 5 pick. Let me know who you guys think is better in the comments below between Kyle Kuzma and Andrew Wiggins. Who would you rather have on your team? As always, thank you so much for watching this video. Enjoy your holidays, stay warm, and see you next time.